Namaskar. Nidhi Sirohi, a 24-year girl who has recently passed, will be remembered forever because this girl has become India's first girl who died due to a disease called pompe. So, what is this pompe disease? I would like to explain before you. Pompe disease happens because of a defect which occurs in an enzyme that is called GAA, and it's a rare genetic disorder because it happens to one person among 1 million. So you can understand that out of 10 lakh, one person is affected with this rare genetic disorder called pompe. In this disease, basically what happens that when we eat anything or carbohydrate, it gets converted in the form of glucose, and the required amount of the glucose is released into the blood, and it gets distributed throughout the body. The conversion of glucose, or you can say, if the amount of the glucose happens more than the requirement, it gets converted in the form of glycogen, and it is being done because of the help of the beta cells of the pancreas. But if the amount of glycogen is becomes more than the requirement, then what will happen? Then again there is a thing that is the alpha cells of the same pancreas which converts the excess amount of glycogen into glucose. So this process keeps on happening. In this disease, what happens that the glycogen is not converted into glucose, so excess amount of glycogen occurs. That is, this is also one of the reasons why the pompe disease is known as the glycogen storage disease. And why the glycogen is not getting converted? The one of the reason is the alpha cells, but one reason is the enzyme that is GAA. So in this pompe disease, which is a rare genetic disorder, this enzyme GAA gets defected, and the glycogen, its conversion does not happen. And when the excess amount of glycogen retains in our body, a time comes when this excess amount of glycogen starts getting converted in the form of a poison, and we know what happens when the poison comes in our body. Namaskar.